The following video is about people making claims of authorship or origin on the internet and seemingly going above and beyond, making it impossible to confirm this. I understand that in some societies and cultures or in some languages, what I'm saying will come off as an accusation or a taunt or whatever. It's not meant that way. However, since people do misinterpret what I say, sometimes I play it up. I'm going to point out a couple of pieces of information. We're talking about the backrooms origin picture, the one that started it all. When it was originally found, it did not have enough information in it to be able to find out even what year it came out. It was missing metadata and context. Metadata is information that's kept inside of a file in various forms. In an image, it's usually EXIF data or IPTC data. On a website, it can be the time and date stamp that's associated with it. It might have a checksum, a hash, etc. If you copy, move, or make a picture public, it doesn't change this. And this includes on various websites, such as, if you want to, websites that normally let you keep images private. A lot of them actually are causing a problem by not removing this metadata. However, when you remove the metadata, it means we can't prove it came from somewhere or even when it happened. Now, oddly enough, various things you would think would be just for private image storage can be made public. You can buy a camera that has a service associated with it to store your images so it doesn't take up a bunch of space on your cell phone or on your camera or on your computer. For instance, Apple's iCloud capability will allow you to store images and will allow you to make them public if you wish, or make a separate library and tell it to verbatim copy in binary the entire file. That means that it is just as good as the original. And their system will even tell if it's been altered between copies, because you might have revisions you make because you edit something and re-upload a copy. That way you don't lose the old copy. This also extends to image hosting services. Most of them either state overtly that they will or will not remove the metadata, or they let you pick to remove it or leave it. Any website that lets you upload an image, it takes more effort on their part to alter the image than to just leave it alone. There are exceptions, but if you upload it in an image file format that doesn't take up that much space, they're probably not going to alter it because there's no reason. Other websites will compress the crap out of it, alter it, try to improve it, do a bunch of unnecessary crap, or go out of their way to add in faked information or claim ownership. That's the first 3 minutes of the video. Let's continue. support.apple.com/en/us/118229 or something like that. Another one, discussion.apple.com/thread/string of numbers. Okay? Now, on websites that host things, such as a specific one I'm going to bring up that's called catbox.moe, it doesn't strip the metadata. And you can make a link public. If you uploaded something back in 2014, the image will authenticate itself that way, and you can grab the data. It might have viewing limits, or in the case of iCloud, you might have to give a public password, but you will be able to share the information. I made a video about the backrooms photo image origin story, and also did a video critiquing, or not criticizing, or just analyzing what was said by a couple of YouTubers on various subjects that covered it. One of them was Pedrocultas. He made a video in a foreign language, which immediately made it to where I can't really evaluate anything accurately. So my video is full of errors. By definition, it has to be. But the main thing I covered is this. Pedrocultas did not claim to find an old enough image to have the metadata. Pedrocultas claimed he received it from someone who gave it to him to analyze. I've actually been sent images before to analyze too, and sometimes they say, I don't want to get involved. Okay, but I also tell them, you can never claim to be the source if you wish to be anonymous. Pedrocultas' source was never revealed as far as I know. The only way that Pedrocultas could reveal that is if Pedrocultas knew who originally sent the image. Let's continue. The 6th of this month, 2024 0606 or June 6th of 2024, a YouTube user posted a comment claiming to be that original anonymous source. That channel name has the following letters common between it and everything else on the websites that this person links to or somewhat links to. CARMELOLB. It might have numbers after it or whatever. That's Carmelo Bellotti of Portland, Maine. Or not. You see, there's a problem even confirming that. The YouTuber's YouTube channel has been renamed since 2016 at least once, but that's the information. Okay. This person claimed to be the anonymous source for the backrooms photo image that seemed to provide either exif data, metadata, or some further information. The person on the same day after commenting to me also commented on various websites. The comment this person was posting under was my public challenge that was about like this. Here we go. My statement on the internet under my video about the subject, about Pedrocultas, etc., was really simple. Please tell us, if you're the original person, how you got in contact with Pedrocultas and have Pedrocultas confirm it. Or give us some information like how the image was uploaded or what camera it was taken on. Give us something. Because I knew that the person would eventually bubble up to the surface. This person on other pages made these statements. This is red flag or not. But on 5 posts on Lost Media Wiki from 12:22 to 12:30 a.m. that day, as well as on 2 incidents on Reddit, 2 postings, UTC time 1658 and 1843 under a name that was identical almost on Reddit and also on Lost Media Wiki, the person said a bunch of things. The statement that stands out most is one of them. I can't believe not a single person is willing to credit my name. Either you intentionally went out of your way to be anonymous, or Pedrocultas treated this as information where the person did not give consent to be identified, or Pedrocultas got it through a third party and can't identify you. That statement alone is a red flag. Let's continue. On Instagram, your Instagram has nothing about the subject matter. No mention. Your website that I was able to find, isobook.net, never mentions anything about the backrooms. Your YouTube channel mentions nothing about it and has not at all at any time. Your YouTube channel goes back to 2016. Only claims that you did was on one day to me, on Reddit, and on Lost Media, and nothing prior to that we can find, that I could find anywhere. Nor can I find this on Reddit any time before then concerning it. All the postings I can find other than this is about user interface design and computers and the internet, because this individual is a computer geek like me. I said, show you are the original person in contact with Pedrocultas to anybody making a comment, because I need to communicate with you. The response I got is, I'm the original person. I had the file in my library since I was a kid. I downloaded it, browsing random websites. I don't remember where I found it. Now, that last part is obviously how we pretty much assumed the person got it. That's what they claimed. That's totally reasonable. I found an image on the internet. I thought it was cool. I saved it. Turns out to be something important. Oh, goody. There's some metadata. This is a completely ordinary, benign statement. No need to evaluate it. I completely believe this person. Okay, let's move on. I'm the original person. I had it in my library since I was a kid. Obviously, foreshadowing. They're talking about their iCloud photo library, they've said since then. Why didn't you say iCloud photo library? I would have told you, here's how to make it visible without altering it, so we can evaluate whether or not it really is the same image. You said, next, that I uploaded it to another place. Okay, give us the link, but let's move on. Turns out I did, in fact, have the original image. I don't have to prove myself anymore because the data is the same as the real image they found. Odd wording. Again, this could be a translation error from one language to another. The name seems to be an Italian person, so maybe this is a language translation thing, but this is a person whose listing on their actual other website they didn't mention, on their About page, I'm in Portland, Maine. Let's move on. What did you mean by my library? And also I looked up their other claims on Reddit and on the Lost Media Wiki about it being 2014 or something. Comment on the 11th of this month. Pedrocultas vid referenced a person who said they had a photo in their library since September 2014. You're requoting what you're able to translate from Pedrocultas' YouTube video that is in a language I can't understand and I can't translate cleanly through Google Translate. That doesn't sound like you're saying, I did XYZ. You're saying what you just watched in the video. So that's another red flag. Let's move on. But that's narrowing it down. September 2014. What day? Let's move on. I didn't directly contact him. It was in my iCloud photo library. I re-uploaded it to catbox.mo. Well, the website will not strip metadata. Catbox.mo is considered not safe for work and has been banned by most websites. Oddly enough, Reddit doesn't ban it. Why didn't you link to that image? You have the link. You can direct link unless you deliberately hide it or unless it won't let you because it's claiming it can't. He also said, I posted on Backrooms Discord and was disbelieved from 2020 to 2021. Hold up. Capybara mode. You're stating that since 2020 you've been telling people that you're the source for this image. That you had this image. Did you look up how to make your iCloud photo library picture visible? Did you look up how to copy it to a visible folder so that you could share it with a link and maybe a password? If you uploaded it to catbox.mo, did you tell people what to click to go there? I can't find this listing anywhere else on any of the websites I can easily check. If you put anything on Discord, that's the same as hiding it, basically, for a large portion of the internet. Discord is borderline darknet, not because it's evil, but because it's written up in such a way that you have to have a password and login to get in there, and you can't archive anything to prove it's real. And mods on Discord alter time and date stamps. It's not a good source, so we have to exclude that. But if you've been claiming since 2020, why didn't you just give a link to an image source? You have a YouTube channel. You have at least 2 websites you're supposed to have control over, one of which won't load correctly. You have access to an Instagram. I don't know what else you have access to. Oh, by the way, you apparently have a DeviantArt page you didn't mention, a GitHub, your own website again, your YouTube channel. There's literally half a dozen places you could post a way to completely eliminate any doubt that you're the one who did this. And you didn't do these things. And you are a person who's interested in and conversant in computer UI design and website work. But you said you've had this since you were a kid in 2014. But you're a Portland, Maine person who's making a web page that makes it look like, since 2014 or something, that you are running a professional business, that you're a professional in the subject matter. There are a lot of things here that I'm calling red flags. Am I claiming that this person named carmellolb of Portland, Maine, or wherever, is lying? No. Am I doubting this person? No. I'm saying do a better job showing that this is factually true. This is a very important part of the story. But saying, I can't believe not a single person is willing to credit my name, it's honestly crazy to me, and other statements like that, and then you give a bunch of breadcrumbs, that's not how to show that you're to be taken seriously. Thanks for watching. Have a good day. Good luck with that. Please contact Pedrocultas about this, and also just use one of the many resources you have here and post your own story.